Hello students, how are you? Hope so you are well and safe at home. So today on 7th of October, day Wednesday, for class 12th chemistry, we have the same chapter, that is aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. But now today we will discuss about the chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones. In the last video we have done the topic of why aldehydes and ketones have the tendency to show nucleophilic addition reactions. Clear? And we have also discussed about that aldehydes have the more tendency for nucleophilic addition reactions with compared to ketones. So today we will start with chemical properties, in which we will start nucleophilic addition reactions on aldehyde and ketones. So there are four different properties, chemical reactions, by which we can say aldehydes and ketones have tendency to react with a number of compounds and they convert into a product by mechanism of nucleophilic addition reaction. The first topic according to NCERT or according to the CBSE, reaction with HCN, hydrogen cyanide. We know that HCN is a weak nucleophile, means cyanide is a weak nucleophile when it combined with H. So firstly, for the ionization of H and Cn, into cyanide ion and the hydrogen ion, we used here alkalis, or we used here a base, that is OH ion. So in presence of the OH ion, it facilitates the breaking of HCN. Clear? This OH ion facilitates the breaking of HCN. Clear? And the formation of the cyanide ion. So now this cyanide ion behaves as a nucleophile for aldehydes and ketones. Okay. So simply, if we have any of the carbonyl group, that may be aldehyde or ketones, this compound react with cyanide ion, means Cn negative. So this Cn negative will be attacked on this carbon atom by the Baghdad entry, and it convert into an anionic product. This one. Clear? Now on this anionic compound, the remaining H ion will be attacked, that will be coming from HCN or that will be coming from the water. Okay, and it will be added on this O negative part. So ultimately, when aldehydes or ketones react with hydrogen cyanide, it will convert into a compound is known as the cyanohydrin. This compound is known as cyanohydrin. Clear? Any doubt? So simply we can say aldehydes or ketones, when react with cyanide ion, it will convert into cyanohydrin. Actually, this cyanohydrins can be used in the number of chemical compounds. It will convert into a number of carboxylic group, in number of alpha positions carboxylic group. Clear? So there is a number of application of the cyanohydrin in the another chemical compounds. The second is reaction with sodium hydrogen sulfide. Sodium hydrogen sulfide, that is NaHSO3. First thing is, this reaction is a reversible process. This one is a reversible process. All the reactions are reversible in nature. This is the reversible in nature. Clear? In the same way, sodium hydrogen sulfide, when react with aldehyde or ketones, it convert into a compound that is a crystalline compound. So carbonyl group, when react with NaHSO3, that is sodium hydrogen sulfide, Clear? This compound is sodium hydrogen sulfide because HSO3 one negative is known as sulfide ion. Clear? So sulfide ion have the sodium, that's why it is known as sodium hydrogen sulfide. So in sodium hydrogen sulfide, HSO3, that is hydrogen sulfide ion, behaves as a negatively charged part and Na behaves as a positively charged part. Clear? So this nucleophile means NaHSO3 will be attacked on this carbon atom. Okay? So when this oxygen will be converted into negatively charged part, this carbon got positively charged, and HSO3 that behaves as a nucleophile will be attacked on this carbon atom. Okay? So carbonyl easily accept SO3H. Clear? And Na now will be added with O negative and it convert into C with SO3 H and O Na. And now the proton transfer will be takes place and H will be goes with oxygen atom and nitrogen sodium will be goes with SO3 and there is a proton transfer. So this sodium sulfide crystalline compound, this is a sodium sulfide crystalline compound is used for the preparation or the isolation of aldehyde and ketones. This crystalline compound can be easily converted back into this aldehyde or ketones if we react with alkalis or the acidic properties. अगर हम इस crystalline compound को किसी एल्कलीज के साथ में या किसी एसिडिक कंडीशंस के साथ में रिएक्ट करा दें तो ये क्रिस्टलाइन कंपाउंड बैक फॉर्म कर देगा किसी जिस एल्डिहाइड या कीटोन्स के साथ ही क्रिस्टलाइन कंपाउंड फॉर्म हुआ है. इट मींस दिस रिएक्शंस कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर द आइसोलेशन ऑफ एल्डिहाइड एंड कीटोन्स. सपोज करिए किसी टेस्ट ट्यूब में हमारे पास एल्डिहाइड और कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड दोनों प्रेजेंट है. क्लियर? दोनों कंपाउंड्स एक दूसरे में मिसबिल हो चुके हैं और हमको फिर दोनों लिक्विड्स को कैसे सेपरेट करेंगे. अगर हम ये रिएक्शन फेवर करा दें, अगर हम सोडियम हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड उसमें डाल दें तो वो सोडियम हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड एक क्रिस्टलाइन कंपाउंड फॉर्म करेगा और वो कंपाउंड सिर्फ और सिर्फ कौन बनाएगा? एल्डिहाइड. उस कंपाउंड को हम फिल्टर करके अलग कर लेंगे. क्लियर? और अगर उसको हम फिर से एल्कलीज में डिसॉल्व कराएं तो वो कन्वर्ट किसमें हो जाएगा? एल्डिहाइड्स फॉर्म कर लेगा. मींस हम आइसोलेशन में किसका यूज कर सकते हैं? हम इस रिएक्शन का यूज कर सकते हैं. मींस दिस क्रिस्टलाइन कंपाउंड used for the preparation of used for the isolation of aldehydes and ketones. Clear? The third one is reaction with Grignard. Reaction with Grignard reagent, that is GR. RMgX is known as Grignard reagent. The formula of Grignard reagent is RMgX. Clear? So when aldehydes or ketones react with the Grignard, see here, we know that MgX is a positively part of Grignard and R is a negatively part of Grignard. Clear? So this behave as a nucleophile. Which one? This one. This alkyl group. Alkyl group behaves as a nucleophile and it will be attacked on this carbon atom. Okay? So R will be attacked on the carbon atom and MgX will be attacked on oxygen atom. And now this compound undergoes hydrolysis. And convert into alcohol. See here, RCOH. Clear? Now, if we talk about this carbonyl group, so carbonyl group may be aldehyde or the ketones. So on behalf of this valencies that is present on the carbon atom. Clear? So if there are two valencies satisfied by the R, means ketones, then it will form tertiary alcohol. If there is one valency is satisfied by the R and one valency satisfied by the hydrogen, that is aldehyde, there will be formation of RCRHOH, means secondary alcohol. If there is only formaldehyde, means HH, then it will form RCH2OH. So simply we can say, for the formation of primary alcohol, we used here the formaldehyde. For the formation of the secondary alcohol, we used here other than formaldehyde, means any of the aldehydes. Clear? For the formation of the tertiary alcohol, we used ketones. Clear? And this topic already we have done in alcohol, phenol and ether chapter. So simply we can say aldehydes have tendency to react with Grignard, means they shows a nucleophilic addition reactions and they form primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol, and these alcohol depends upon these carbonyl conditions. Clear? If the carbonyl group represent to the ketones, it will convert into tertiary. If carbonyl group is a formaldehyde, it will convert into the primary, and other than formaldehyde, all the aldehydes have the tendency to convert into secondary alcohol. Clear? So this is the third one, nucleophilic addition reactions. Now the last topic of this topic is reaction with alcohols. Reaction with alcohols, and this is the most important reaction. Alcohols when react with aldehydes. Alcohols react with aldehydes. So there is a possibility of formation of acetal, but this reaction is favored by the monohydric alcohols. What is the meaning of the monohydric? Means alcohol that contain a single OH, means किसी भी alcohol में जब एक OH group होता है, that is known as the monohydric alcohol. If alcohol have two OH group, if any of the alcoholic group have the two OH group, it is known as a dihydric alcohol. When ketones react with alcohol, so they only react with डाइहाइड्रिक अल्कोहल्स. सो कीटोन्स की जो रिएक्टिविटी है वो डाइहाइड्रिक अल्कोहल के साथ में है, और जो एल्डिहाइड्स हैं वो मोनोहाइड्रिक अल्कोहल के साथ में रिएक्ट करते हैं. क्लियर? सो देयर आर टू डिफरेंट रिएक्शंस. वन इज एल्डिहाइड्स रिएक्ट विद मोनोहाइड्रिक अल्कोहल्स and ketones react with dihydric alcohols, and they form the different products, but both reactions are nucleophilic addition reaction. Clear? So see here, the fourth one, reaction with alcohol. If we talk about aldehydes, so we can use here a subheading that is for aldehydes, means reaction with monohydric alcohol. Monohydric alcohol means those alcohols which contain only one OH group. So if there is this compound, there is a carbonyl that contains the aldehyde group like that, RCHO. Clear? When react with alcohol, that is ROH, I have used here R dash that represent R may be same or the different. Clear? So this reaction is carried out in presence of the dry HCl. This reaction is carried out in presence of dry HCl. Actually, this dry HCl facilitates the electrophilicity of this carbon atom. This dry HCl facilitates the electrophilicity of carbonyl carbon, because this carbonyl when react with alcohol, there is a less rate, or simply we can say there is a slow rate. Okay, so for increasing the rate, clear, for increase the rate, we use here dry HCl. This hydrogen will be attacked on this oxygen atom. Clear? This hydrogen will attack on this oxygen atom, and it will facilitate the position of this carbon to convert the positive part. First of all, this carbonyl can react with H ion. this compound convert into in this condition. Clear? This compound convert into in this condition, because as the H will be goes on this oxygen atom, oxygen got at a positive charge, instantly this pi bond will be shifted on this oxygen atom and carbon contain now positively charged. Okay, so for the electrophilicity, for the increasing of the electrophilicity of this carbon atom, we used a dry HCl. Okay, so this RO part will be attacked on this carbon atom. So R C O R dash OH and H. Clear? So on this carbon atom, RO group is alkoxy group will be attacked. Single alkoxy represent unstable compound, and this is known as hemiacetal. This compound is known as hemiacetal. Instantly this hemiacetal react with another molecule of alcohol. And it will convert into acetal. It will convert into acetal group. Clear? So now on the both the valencies on carbon atom, see here there is a alkoxy group. So it is known as acetal. This compound is known as acetal, and this is a stable compound. Clear? So firstly hemiacetal, which is a unstable compound that contain only single alkoxy group. Clear? Instantly react with another molecule of alcohol and convert into a stable compound is known as acetal. So aldehydes react with monohydric alcohol and they form acetal. Clear? Now if we talk about the ketones, ketones react with dihydric alcohol. Ketones react with dihydric alcohol. See here, this is the ketone, RCOR is a ketone, and this ketone react with the dihydric alcohol like that, HO RROH. This is the dihydric alcohol. We can use here, suppose CH2 bond CH2. Clear? It is a glycol. It is also known as ethylene glycol, because ethylene glycol in market sold as a glycol. Okay, so it is a ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol. So this ethylene glycol react with ketones and it will eliminate one molecule of water. It will eliminate one molecule of water, H, from this dihydric alcohol and oxygen from this ketone, and it will convert into a cyclic compound, and this cyclic compound is known as ketal. This compound is known as ketal. Clear? This compound is known as ketal. So ketones have the tendency to react with dihydric alcohol. Okay, so there are four different addition reactions: reaction with hydrogen cyanide, reaction with NaHSO3 sodium hydrogen sulfide, reaction with alcohol, and reaction with monohydric and dihydric alcohols. Okay, so HCN forms cyanohydrins, sodium hydrogen cyanide, sodium hydrogen sulfide form a crystalline compound that we used for isolation. Grignard, when react with the Grignard, it will form the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. And if we used monohydric alcohol, so we can react with aldehydes, clear, and it will convert into acetal, and ketones react with the dihydric alcohol and it will convert into ketal. And this reaction is also used for isolations, because this compound is also, when react with mineral acids or alkalis, they back convert into the original compounds. Okay, so these are the some nucleophilic addition reactions. Now we will discuss about in the next topic, that is reaction with ammonia derivatives, and this is also the part of the nucleophilic addition reaction, but there is this amount of water will be eliminated, there is amount of the small molecule will be eliminated, that's why this shows nucleophilic addition with elimination also. Okay, so in the next topic we will discuss about reaction with ammonia and their derivatives. Thank you, friends.